A female teacher got gifts from her students. She just threw the cheap ones away and put the expensive silk scarf around her neck. When she saw a carefully made greeting card, she showed it to the whole class like it was trash. She didn't like the gifts from the poor students and scolded those kids. She even got other students to leave them alone. The poor students became the ones she vented her anger on. But soon, the female teacher got her punishment. Not long after, she had a premature baby, and the baby's face was really deformed. Her husband couldn't accept this. When the kid was very young, he forced him into the basement and then hanged himself. After a dozen years, that deformed kid disappeared. The female teacher got seriously ill and had to spend the rest of her life in a wheelchair. A former student, Lisa, took good care of her. To make the teacher happy, Lisa got in touch with a few classmates from back then and planned to have a party. The first student to come, Henry, just held the teacher's hand when some unspeakable pictures popped up in his mind. He felt really bad all over and had trouble breathing. The second ones to come were a couple. They were the class monitor and the vice monitor back then. The female teacher kept saying how well they matched, but the class monitor wasn't happy because back then, the teacher said that poor kids together would always be a good match. The teacher's expression changed right away. She felt really ashamed. The third ones to come were Jack and Mary. The teacher used to think Mary was fat and ugly and even refused to let her eat. But today she was thin and beautiful, completely different. When they were greeting the teacher saw something strange about Jack's movement and asked him with concern what caused it. Jack touched his head helplessly and said it was because the teacher punished him to half squat all day and his thighs got hurt. Turns out she's hurt another student again. Just then, the last student, George, came, but he didn't dare to go in. It turned out that when they were little, they often liked to bully the deformed kid in the basement. They would lure him to the window and then secretly take off his mask and throw it aside. But kind George always helped send it back. But the female teacher put all the blame on George because this deformed kid was her son. She wouldn't let outsiders bully him. All the students who came to the party had been mistreated by the teacher. They were full of hate, but the teacher seemed to have forgotten all of this. She even praised herself, saying it was thanks to her careful teaching back then that the students were successful today. Hearing this, the class monitor angrily stood up and started to list all the bad things the teacher did back then. Everyone there had been bullied by the teacher. They weren't there for the party today. They were there to laugh at the teacher. The teacher had nothing to say when being scolded. The other students didn't say a word either. This gathering with bad intentions just broke up like this. But what the teacher didn't know was that a scary conspiracy was about to go off.